What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Catching Limits. Today we are going to do something that a lot of y'all have requested, and that is the catch, clean, and cook. So Hannah and I were up on North Creek last Saturday to do a little bit of trout fishing. Caught a bunch of fish, including 2 citation brooks and a couple of rainbows. Most of those fish we've already eaten, but we have 1 brook left. So in today's video, we're going to show you how we cut them up, throw them in the oven, and we'll show you all the process. Before we get into that, I'm going to show you the clip of me catching this fish, and then we'll get into the cooking. So let's get into it. So almost all of the fish I've caught recently on these hand-tied jigs is the blacktail redhawk. And this one has had a lot of love shown by the fishies. So it looks pretty rough, but it's still catching fish. Gonna go in with that little joker right there. Sometimes a finesse lure will get the job done. It's a little tiny jig. Oh, got him. Oh my gosh, first cast. First cast on that blacktail redhawk. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm about to freak out. Please hold. Please hold. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. He's gonna fight me all over the current, man. Oh my gosh, my heart's racing. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. I think I got my drag set right. Come on. We're just gonna let him fight. He's on pretty swift water. I think I've got him hooked pretty decently. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please don't pop. Holy cow, this is an awesome brook. Holy crap. Please, 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 please. Holy smokes. I think if I could get him over into this shallow, he might be tiring out. He might be tiring out. He's not making the runs he was. Come on, buddy. Come on, man. I'm gonna walk him down here to the shallower area, get him out of the swift current. Come on, man. Come on. Come here, buddy. Come here. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. I am freaking out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Oh, I'm shaking so bad. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Oh, crap. It's wrapped around his gills. The hook's in his mouth. Come on. Come on. Let everything hold, God. Please. Please, God, let this thing hold. Holy smokes. What a giant brook. He's coming right to me. I missed my chance. Come on, dude. This thing is fighting so hard. Trying to get downriver of him. Trying not to horse him. Come on, man. Come on. This is the longest I've ever fought a fish. Oh my gosh! He's in the net. Woo! Holy crap, man. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. Look where that thing is, right in the top of his mouth. Right freaking there. Just pegged him. Just pegged him, y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm flipping out. Hannah's gonna freak out. Holy smokes. Can't get my dang phone to work because my hand's wet. Oh my gosh. Dang. Ouch, my back. Oh my gosh, y'all. Holy cow. What a freaking pig. My back's locking up. Oh, sorry. Excuse the stretches. Holy crap. Now I got people driving by looking down here. Yes, there we go. Oh my gosh. What an absolute hog, man. Hold on, I'm going to have to get y'all a better look at this. This is an absolute freaking hog. Ouch. Oh my gosh. Hooks come out of them perfect. Holy cow. Let me show y'all this fish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Giant, man. Absolute freaking giant. That's awesome, man. Stuck with it, switched up jigs a little bit, finally found him wanting that Patriot, and I switched it up to this other jig. Let me show y'all a picture of it, made by BiggFish Lures. Whew. That thing used to be really pretty and had all kinds of feathers on it. I have caught so many fish on that one jig alone. It is unbelievable. Y'all, this is awesome. We're gonna get him in the cooler with the other fish that Hannah caught. He's cut me up a little bit. We're gonna get him in the cooler, maybe take a couple of pictures with him. Man, y'all, what an awesome fish. What an awesome day. So what we've done so far is we've got the oven preheating to 350 degrees. We've got this knife here. This thing has been awesome to us. I think we've had it for almost 10 years now. It holds a really nice sharp blade. And something important that you want to have during this process is a sharp blade, because when we're going through here, we're going to have a couple of pin bones that we've got to get through, and we want to be able to pick them out. The sharp blade will help us with that. So we'll explain that in a little bit. What we're going to be baking in is this McCormick's Smokehouse Maple. This stuff is gold, and it actually is gold color. But this stuff is awesome, really brings out the flavor in the fish. So we're gonna get to cutting. So as you can see, we've already removed the head and the innards, as those will typically go bad. We're gonna start at the front and work along the spine, going all the way back there to the tail. And once you get to the tail, you can typically slide in and finish it out, just like that. And then you work your way back, cutting along the ribs. This makes it so that you don't really have to go back and remove the ribs after you've already done the fillet. That typically creates a lot of waste. So this method we have found allows us not to waste as much fish. And there's the ribs right there. We just went over top of them. And that is a big old fat fillet number one there. Flip it to the other side. The second side's a little bit more difficult to get along the spine, as it's typically flat against the table. Just do your best and try to work around it. And just work down towards the tail. And then once you get to about the anal fin, you can go ahead and slide your knife on in, cut down to the tail. That allows you to pull that chunk of meat up and see what you're cutting on. Keep cutting down until you've gotten all that fillet. And then you're left with a pretty skinny backbone. We like to cut them in half. My father really enjoys eating trout striper backbones. They do tend to hold a little bit of meat, especially on these citations, as you can see there. We're going to set them in a separate pile, but those are our two fillets that are without ribs. We're going to go through and cut the pectoral fin off. You don't want to be cooking them. And then we're going to find these pin bones. They're at the top of the rib cage. You just run your finger along the top and you'll feel them sticking out. So a rather unorthodox method here for getting these pin bones out. We're going to be using tweezers. Yes, hair tweezers. If you're going to be doing this, please make sure that you thoroughly sanitize before you start messing with your food.
You could use new ones.
Right.
This is actually not that orthodox.
Yeah.
This is what they do in nice restaurants.
We're cooking in Chef Gordon Ramsay's kitchen tonight.
It's just that you don't normally bring me fish big enough to do this with.
Right. As I said in the last video, you know, it's very rare for us to even catch a citation, let alone two, let alone in the same creek in the same day. That was a pretty incredible experience. So what we're doing now is we're just going row by row. Each rib is going to have a pin bone, and running our finger over it and then using the tweezers to extract. I don't know if y'all are able to see that. Extract the pin bones. That way when you're eating it, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to crunch down on a bone, even though it is some extra protein. But nobody likes biting on bones. So we're going to keep on getting all these pin bones out. We'll see y'all on the next process. So as we mentioned before, having a sharp knife during this process is helpful because when you're filleting out these fish, a lot of times having a sharp knife will allow you to just glide right through the meat. You won't have any, the pin bones won't stick. You'll just cut right through them. However, if you use a dull knife, 9 times out of 10, when you're going through the meat, you'll actually push those pin bones further down into the meat, making it very, very difficult to extract them, and therefore you will be eating pin bones during your meal. So definitely always have a sharp knife. It is always important to spray the bottom of your pan with Pam to prevent the fish from sticking to the surface of the pan. So we got the first trout fillet going in. Lay it sideways. This pan is perfectly sized to fit 2 Mongo fillets. We're gonna add that little piece that we missed on the ribs the first time. And then we are going to sprinkle with that McCormick's maple the maple covering, the seasoning. You want to get a nice coating over the top. You want to get all that golden goodness on top of them. It doesn't hurt to put a little bit extra on there. That's not going to bother you. So it looks like our oven is set at 350 now. Perfect operating temperature. We're going to cover with tin foil. A nice little cutout.
Aluminum foil.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is aluminum foil. I don't know why I said tin foil.
I don't think they. What is tin foil?
You know, I don't know. Leave me a comment in the bottom what the difference between tin foil and aluminum foil is. We're going to take it off the top of the stove. It's up to 350 now. Place it on the top rack to give the most even distribution. And we're going to bake it for 20 minutes. Hit the start. We're going to let that bake there for 20, and then we'll get back with y'all. So our timer just went off, our 20-minute timer. What we're going to do is we're going to take this out. I'll take the foil off. And man, that is looking good. And it smells incredible. We're going to pop it back in there for 5 more minutes to let it cook without the foil on it. Still cooking at 350, but just for 5 more minutes. And at 5 minutes, we'll be done and ready to eat. So it's been the extra 5 minutes now, and those things are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Make sure they're done.
Yeah, you don't want to be eating raw fish. Just stab in the middle of them. You don't want to see any pink.
Oh yeah.
They are white as can be.
Flaky.
And flaky, yep.
There you go.
So those are your deboned, seasoned, cooked, ready to be eaten, gorgeous brook trout citation fillets. I'll eat this without the seasoning. I particularly enjoy eating this with ketchup, but we'll do it without ketchup for the sake of the video.
I'm not gonna let him sin.
Yeah. First bite. That's some of the best trout I think I've ever had. That is glorious.
No ketchup required.
And the juices are just rolling out of it. And something that we do, that's the skin right there on the back of the fillet. We do that so that all the flavor and fat from the skin is absorbed by the fillet, the meaty part, while we're cooking. And it adds a lot of flavor, it really does. And it's good to eat, and it's safe to eat, so. Perfect. Look at all that juice. That is exactly what you want to see on a perfect fillet right there. The McCormick Smokehouse Maple. Y'all got to get you some. It'll make any fish taste good. So, hope y'all learned something from this video. Hope to do clean catch, cleans, and cooks in the future. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment down in the bottom, and maybe we'll try to do it again. So hope y'all liked this video. We'll see y'all on the next one.